Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and we're going back over to the ever reliable Verdant, and this is a collaboration with Duggars, and we are having a look at the, don't know how this is properly pronounced, is it Liesölve or Liesölve, or is the umlaut on the O actually pronounced? I'm not too sure. I could not find a definition for that word, to be honest. So I don't know if it's invented or if that is a genuine word. I've no idea. I could not find out any information. But yeah, so this is an IPA brewed with extra pale, golden promise, oats, wheat, flaked wheat, hops are mosaic, equinot and laurel. Yeast is 504 London ESB, and it's got a quote from Bukowski. I want to let her know, though, that all the nights sleeping beside her, even the useless arguments were things ever splendid, and the hard words I ever feared to say can now be said. So yeah, 6.7% ABV, and just look at that absolutely incredible knockout artwork from David Bailey, whose link will be included down below. That name and style rings a bell, and I might have like a sketchbook selection. Don't think it's of him, but it's somewhat similar. I'm not too sure, but I can swear I've seen that style before. But I tell you what, that's an absolute triumph of a label. It looks fantastic with a very unimpressed spouse, well, woman, or wife and husband. Don't know what I was trying to say there. And the woman seems to have a lightning bolt on her forehead. But yeah, not looking at each other, both pretty much fully clothed in bed. Oh well. But yeah, picked this up from Northern Beer Temple. And yeah, Verdant, they know what they're doing. Yeah, they're on top of the game, as most of you guys know, even outside of the UK. But yeah, Verdant, you're pretty much guaranteed to have a wonderful drinking experience. And that has been the case for me personally. Aside from, what was that Galaxy beer? I can't remember what it was called. It was quite a while ago now. I think a lot of their styles have the same name, but there's like rotational hops and that sort of thing, which I think is pretty good. You know, you're getting a lot of breweries now where they're not even giving like names to the beers, and it's just like the abuse of DDH, BBC, Cryo, you know, then Dipper, Tipper, Ipper, you know, it's just give the beer a name. You know, it's not hard, give it some sort of identity. But yeah, so Verdant, yeah, they're knocking it out of the park, and they have been for a long time. And I think they're now even crowdfunding so they can expand, because I think it's a situation where, because the demand for Verdant is so high, people in the surrounding areas of the brewery hardly get any access compared to what we get outside of Cornwall. But anyway, so best of luck to them. I've had a wonderful drinking experience with Verdant. Definitely one of the best breweries around at the moment. And I tell you what, props for a generous fill in that can. Always appreciated. So, people have been comparing this to the likes of Even Sharks Need Water, which is, can't remember which version that I had, but I thought it was a very, very, very solid IPA. But look at that. It's like sort of like a lemon sherbet sweet or a peach drop or pear drop. That's what it looks like. Definitely a bit more vibrant on camera. It's a lot more bold and orange, but in person it's really quite pale and on the yellow side of things. It's got like sort of like a cordial look to it, with a really nice and soapy One Fingers head with lovely retention. But yeah, haze for days, unclear for years. You know, you can't see through that at all. And yeah, it looks absolutely wonderful. So let's see what we get on the nose. Ooh, you get these lovely sort of gentle, tropical, gentle citrus tones. And then there's this almost like savoury, peppery tone coming through. Yeah, like lemon sorbet. Has a sort of, what are they called now? You know, the jelly, not jelly sweet, you know, the sweet drumstick with that really hot, like, dense, chewy. What would that be? What, I don't know what they're actually what you'd call them. Like drumstick lollies. Yeah, sort of like mawam, that sort of thing. Gummy, but no, gummy is more like a gummy bear. Do you know what I mean? Like wham bars, that consistency where you can't bite into them because you'll lose all your teeth, essentially. So it's got this sort of like candied edge to it, but then there's this like very subtle savoury thing going on, which adds a little bit more depth and character to the beer. But it's absolutely lovely on the nose. Loads of Rantries fruit pastel going on for sure. Smells fantastic, looks fantastic. I'm sure it'll taste fantastic. Cheers. Ooh. Yeah, there's something a little bit different about this. And I'm going to attribute that to the use of the laurel hop, which I don't think I've actually had a beer that's had laurel included. But yeah, I'd say flavour-wise, it's a like really nice in between of acidic citrus tones and then juicy tropical flavours. Sort of like a really nice come-between of the two. But then, right on the back end, there's like this lingering, almost peppery, savoury note, which blends in with this lovely, subtle grapefruit-like bitterness. There's like even like a leafy earthiness going on with this, and it works really nicely with the rest of the flavours. It's a really gentle beer up until that bitterness on the back end, I would say. And yeah, it's another lovely job from Verdant. Is it my favourite beer that I've had from Verdant? Probably not. But you know, it's got a lot of great beers to contend with. And I need to get on the Duggars game as well. There's quite a few beers that I really want to try by Duggars, but I've just never got round to it for some reason. Excuse me. But yeah, it's a really nice IPA. It really, really is. It's got this sort of like foamy creaminess going on about it. A lovely medium mouthfeel, not too bold. It's pillowy, it's cushiony. A little bit of chewiness in there. Very gentle carbonation. Yeah. It's got a real sense of modesty about it. You know, in this beery landscape of like, boom, in your face, like tropical tones, boom, in your face, sweetness. It's got a really fine, reined-in balance, and it's rounded, and I very much appreciate that. And then there's this lovely, slightly savoury, slightly dank, peppery flavour mixing in with the hoppy bitterness on the back end. And it just works really, really nicely. There's something different about it. I'm probably really not doing this beer any justice with describing it, but all I can say is that this is another absolutely wonderful job from Verdant, as if you'd expect anything else. But yeah, I think that's lovely stuff. In terms of a rating, I would happily give that an 8 out of 10. As I said, not my favourite Verdant beer, but you know, even within one brewery's back catalogue, there's a lot of knockouts to contend with. But yeah, it's just going to show that Verdant are just consistently knocking it out of the park with both their rotational sort of beers, somewhat core beers, and then of course these sort of collaborations every now and then. And yeah, I think what makes this a distinct beer would be the fact that there's the laurel hop in there. And I say that purely because there are flavours that are somewhat unfamiliar to me. But then again, I've got not the greatest palate in the world. But anyway. I'm going to really enjoy that. It's not drinking like a 6.7 ABV beer at all. It's so crushable. And yeah, so 8 out of 10 for Verdant's Liesölve. I don't know. I don't even think that's... Is that a German word? I'm not too sure. Is it a combination of two words? Is it related to the quote of Bukowski and the artwork on the can? I don't know. But is it a good beer? Heck yes it is. Who would want to be such an arsehole? Bit of Modest Mouse there. And keep it in that Bukowski theme. Or Bukowski, however you want to say it. A writer I've never really dived into for some reason. Although the older I get, the more I appreciate his outlook on the world. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Check out Verdant. I've got a nice sort of Verdant playlist in the description. Check out Northern Beer Temple. If any of my friends and fellow beer tubers have reviewed this one, then I'll put their links down below as well. And yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll join me next time. Cheers guys, you take care.